real bloated if you're trying to do anything heavy. Like, the slowness doesn't matter if you're just, like, running a simple function that would have completed in, like, 10 milliseconds anyway. Like, you're not going to notice it, but you're going to notice it if you're dealing with a big data set or something. I shouldn't be playing with the camera so much. I gotta spend some time on learning stuff though. Like, I have a friend who's a real super achiever. He goes hard at work and he's like super successful. He decided like a couple years ago, yeah, I'm just gonna learn Italian. What? Dude, you're never gonna use Italian. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna learn Italian. And he's like always bolstering his skill set and all this. I'm like, dude, how do you have time for this? How do you have time to just like casually learn Italian? And I have other friends like, oh yeah, she speaks 5 languages and she's like got her she's going for a PhD and she's got her sponsorship at her university in China. And her LinkedIn cover photo is her shaking hands with Queen Elizabeth II. She's a wonderful woman, very brilliant woman, but like, holy fuck. Her resume is stacked. And I have a lot of friends like that. And here I am currently working in a call center. But yeah, I have a friend who's currently going for PhD, a couple of friends are going for masters. And yeah, feels chemistry major. Like, yeah, I did chem eng and like, she did biotechnology, which was chemical engineering plus biochemistry, a double major. And then she just did like a bunch of shit. Bunch of like volunteering. She did a bunch of activism work. She even started her own company. I don't know how successful it is, but like, holy fuck. And I did a project with her. She's a very smart woman, and she's very, very friendly. And, like, I can't get angry at her. There's some people that achieve everything, you get angry at them, but I can't get angry at her. She's so nice. Like, there was a guy like that in high school. He's a fucking genius. But I couldn't get angry at him, even though he was like, at the end of high school, they said like, they gave you a little like commendation if you got the best in a subject, like you were the best in the grade at a subject. He got French immersion French. He got the advanced math. He got physics. He got biology as the top mark. But I got chemistry. I got fucking chemistry. He got everything else, but I got chemistry. My chemistry final in high school, like, this is reaching way back, but my chemistry final in high school, I went in, didn't really study. I didn't really struggle with chemistry in high school. And I just like went in and like did all the problems, like, oh yeah, nothing too hard here. I did the whole exam. Like, we had 3 hours to do the exam, but in high school, if you were finished, you weren't allowed to leave till at least the halfway mark. So I finished the exam in about like an hour and 15 minutes, an hour 20. An AP, I don't think so. It was an optional course. I don't think it was like AP chemistry or anything. Why am I going this way? What am I doing? That's a time loss. I was ready to go into 1-2 for some reason. That's like 5 seconds time loss. Get in the door. But yeah, like the exam, you're allowed to leave after an hour and a half if you were done. And I went through the exam, didn't really, like, rush through it, but went through with it. I thought, like, taking my time. I'm like, okay, this is like, not too bad at all. I finished the final in about an hour, 15 minutes, look over everything. Oh, made a little mistake. Okay, it's always good to look over your work when you're finished. Then I kind of just sat there for 10 minutes, twiddling my thumbs till we were allowed to leave. The teacher, we didn't call them professors in high school. The teacher went out and he said this, literally. He said, "You are allowed to leave, but if you're done now, you're probably better in chemistry than I am." I'd been done for 10-15 minutes. I didn't say anything, I just, like, handed him my exam and shook his hand. But... Actually, I don't think I shook his hand, but I handed him my exam. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, high school chemistry was, like, really easy. I didn't struggle at all. That's not the right costume. Yeah, chemistry in college, I had more trouble with it. I didn't, like, do awful. Organic chemistry, I didn't do great. But the other chemistries, I did okay. It also happened to me... Like, yeah, they did baby you in high school. For chemistry, at least, I found, like, it was really easy. And the physics weren't very hard either. Like, it's high school, looking back, nothing was very hard. But, those were the days, right? Where you were worried about this test, and like, oh, it's gonna be so difficult, and then like, oh, this is actually, like, pretty easy. Yeah, like, when I learned more about math, I was like, oh, this physics is really easy. Like, I understand where these equations come from, so now I understand it better. But in high school, it's like, where the hell did these equations come from? Did somebody just pull them out of his ass? Like, where did Newton get this shit? Yeah, PV equals NRT. Really easy. I don't know if you got a little way to remember it. Our teacher gave us a way to remember it that I'm not going to forget. He said, PV equals NRT. Perverts are inert. I'm like, that's a really stupid thing to say, but I'm not going to forget it. Perverts are inert. I don't know why he came up with that little mnemonic for it, but sure. Nice miss. Come on, the damn coral. Oh, this cube cycle's bad. It's not actually terrible. See, that's not bad. Actually, never mind. But, like, looking back at a lot of this stuff, like, wow, it was easy. I can't believe I thought it was hard. Now, I guess that's the point of it, like, they work you up into harder and harder stuff, and you don't really get into anything hard till after high school. But there was some stuff I struggled with. But I also remember my teacher telling me something in math class in, like, grade 8, and I'm like, this is a very strange way to do it. And I came up with a better way. She was like, how do you measure the, like, the arc of a circle, or something like that. It was like, something like that, and it's like, here's this weird, like, ratio for it all, and I'm like, this is a really strange way to do this problem. Here's what I'm gonna do instead. It works better. I'm gonna take the circumference of the circle, and a circle's 360 degrees. How many degrees is this? Oh, this is 45 degrees? Okay. So you do 45 over 360, and you multiply that by the circumference, and you got your number. And just like, yeah, that works. Yeah, this works better. Why didn't you just teach us this? This works better. And, like, got a little upset before because I was like, why are they keep teaching us this stuff and then they just tell us it's wrong? And I'm like, okay, but you're building on a model. You set up a simplistic model and then you make it more complicated and more complicated. So I understand why they do it now, but in high school I was like, why the fuck do you've taught us like 3 different models for the atom. I fell. Okay, well I recovered. But that was weird. You've taught us like 3 different models of the atom and they're all wrong. Teach us the right one. But now looking back, I'm like, okay, I understand why we did this. Because, like, these simplified models let you understand different concepts, and then we move on to something more complicated. But when I was in high school, I was just angry. Why do you keep teaching us this stuff that's wrong? Teach us the stuff that's right. But if you teach high schoolers the concepts of orbitals and of... like, why are the orbitals shaped how they are? Oh, it's because of Schrodinger's equation. Well, what? What is this? Like, you're gonna blow the fucking high schoolers' minds. So I understand why they don't do this. It's like, oh yeah, an electron. Yeah, it's not a physical thing. It's kind of a physical thing, but, like, it also behaves really weird. 1, 2, 4. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, like, the physics part was the part I didn't really like. I really like chemistry, but the physics part was, like, not my thing. Physical chemistry, that course, that was the reason why I started drinking coffee. I think I've said this story a couple times, but both times I had that course in the morning, it was my first course of the day, and I was starting to do pretty poorly in that course because I could not for the life of me pay attention. So I started drinking French vanillas about halfway through the semester. And that's why I started drinking coffee. Physical chemistry in university. In high school, I said to myself, I'm never going to be the type of person who drinks a coffee every morning. Yeah, now I'm drinking like 3 or 4 a day. Coffee's nice. Like, it's tasty. You can get it like everywhere. And it wakes you up. It's magic. Energy drinks? Oh yeah, I can't really do energy drinks. Did I get it? Oh, I didn't. No. Oh, 10-second cutscene. Okay. Look at me in the cutscene. Well, this is a 10-second cutscene that I just triggered. Damn it. Okay. I didn't get the yeet properly. This is really annoying because this is quite a bit slower than doing it the way I was about to do it. Or trying to do it. I've drank energy drinks a few times, but I'm more of a coffee guy. Like, I did have energy drinks when I was pulling some all-nighters. I did a few of those in university. One is I'm writing a report, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna... There used to be a store down the street from my house. It's closed now, but a little corner store. Walked down to that store at like 6, 7 p.m., and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy a couple energy drinks, because this store is not 24/7. This store closes at like 9 or 10 or something. So I'm just gonna buy a couple of energy drinks and I'm gonna go. And I got the stuff that didn't taste terrible, because I think a lot of energy drinks just taste terrible. And yeah, went off that. Dining dollars? Oh, okay. We had the option for meal plans. I didn't get it because I'm like, I'm just gonna not. I think it's more worth it if you live on campus or something, live in residence. But I didn't think it was worth it. You had to get a meal plan? Yeah, like, I think that was one of the requirements to live in residence. You had to get a meal plan. Let's go. Which I think is really silly. If somebody says, like, listen, I'm just gonna, like, eat cold food, or I'm just gonna use a toaster oven, you should just let them. Don't force them to get a meal plan they don't want. Now, to be fair, like, my cafeteria's meal plan was like pretty sweet because the cafeteria was an all-you-can-eat buffet, basically. You get in and you can just like eat as much as you want. A couple times I pulled all-nighters there. Eating, but mostly just taking the free coffee. The food is mid. Yeah, like the food was like pretty solid. Just, I love breakfast, and they didn't have all-day breakfast. I love all-day breakfast. I love breakfast foods. And they even had a little section where you could cook your own food. Like, they're like, hey, here's a... Skip the cutscene. Here's a section where there's a couple of, like, stovetops, and here's some pans, and here's a bunch of eggs and, like, cheese and chopped up vegetables if you want to cook your own eggs. Hey, cool. And here's a section where we got a couple of blenders if you want to make your own smoothies, and we got, like, a bunch of shit. Like, the cafeteria was really well funded. And, usually, they're technically supposed to kick you out after 3 hours, but as long as you're not being disruptive, they would just let you hang out. Which was very much appreciated towards the end of the semester when everybody's doing final projects and everybody's really busy and pulling all-nighters. Because I took advantage of that and I drank 9 coffees in one night. I was peeing every 30 minutes. Like, I don't recommend drinking that many coffees. But I drank 9 coffees in one night. Don't do it. In my defense, they were small cups. But don't drink that much coffee. Don't do it. You only like 1 meal a day. Yeah, when I was going to be on campus all day, I would try to pack like a couple of meals from home. But usually I would bring like leftovers from the day before or like something frozen and eat that. And every once in a while I would like eat something on campus, but it was rare. Like order something on campus. Come on. Yeah, there were a couple of good spots on campus in university for us to get food. I was just like, I didn't have a whole lot of spending money in university, so I tried to avoid spending it. Now, I did graduate without any debt, which I think is pretty sweet. Because plenty of people graduate with tons of debt. I graduated with none. But I didn't spend very much money. My movement has been really sloppy here. I'm gonna step on this checkpoint for safety. I made it, but I was worried I wouldn't make that jump. Okay, here's the boss. I'm not nearly as far ahead as I'd like, but I'm still pretty far ahead. But I was like minus 40 in a previous run. At least I made it to 5 boss. And I can finally do a cool skip. Get a key. Get this costume. Actually important costume for this hit and also for a hit on 6 boss. It's actually quite important, this costume. Okay, I almost missed. That would have been bad. That would have been bad, but I didn't miss. So this boss fight went actually pretty cleanly. Skip the cutscene. So now in 6-1, I'm going to do a cool skip. That's going to save 10 to 12 seconds. And the reason I put off 6... Well, I didn't do 4-2 yet because I'm going to need it for World 7. But the reason I put off 6-1 is so that I can have Air Cat and Guardian Bird for this. Double jumper is just like really important for the first like, actually like for about 3/4 of the game. Double jumper is real important. Okay, I'm gonna do this cool skip and I'm gonna get it first try. Okay, that's step 1. The skip's not very hard. And we skip a door by just accessing the exposed trigger. That saves 10 to 12 seconds. And it's super cool. I didn't make the cycle. Okay, whatever. But my university, the university I went to, I can't really call it my university since I graduated now. Every once in a while I get a letter in the mail, and it's gotten to the point that when I get letters from them, I rip them in half without opening them. Because for whatever reason, every time they send me a letter, it's an ad for insurance. Fuck off. I gave you $50,000. Stop it. Stop fucking advertising to me. Fuck off. Like, I'd hope not. It's annoying that my university does it. But, like, the last letter I got, I just ripped it in half. I didn't even open it. I just ripped it in half and threw it straight in the recycling. Okay, so reason I equipped Guardian Bird here is for this quick hit on this boss. You don't have a whole lot of time to do it, but it saves about 10 seconds. That hit saves about 10 seconds. And now I don't need this costume anymore. Yeah, Guardian Bird's useful for that one hit, and that's about it. I keep doing this. I keep getting hit there. I mean, I get hit with the costume I don't care about, so I'm fine, but I don't like getting hit there. Now, 4-2. I actually have Air Cat equipped already, which is an ideal costume to have here. Nice cutscene skip. That's a cutscene skip that tends to give me trouble, actually. Yeah, Air Cat's just easier to do this with. It's not too hard with double jumper, but there is a jump that's a little tight. Hold forward. You can hear me walking. For whatever reason, you can walk while the screen's white. But pretty much just there, nowhere else. So grab this key and grab your acrobat. Grab this key, and I'm not going to grab Soaring Sheep yet. I'm going to grab it after this hit. You're not supposed to hit him like that, but it's so much better to hit him like that than it is to do it the way you're supposed to. The way you're supposed to is really janky. And then Soaring Sheep. You need Aero Acrobat for that one hit. That's it. Nice hit. Nice and clean. And I'll equip double jumper even though it's a little risky. It's not that risky. It's not that risky to use double jumper here. Nice boss fight. Nice and clean. Skip the cutscene. Off to 7-1. I'm getting out of early game. Nice. Oh. So here's where things open up a lot more and become really a lot of fun. The visual effect in this level is cool, but it makes me a little nauseous. I guess maybe nauseous isn't the right word, but I don't like it. It looks cool, but it just like I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. Some people have issues with the levels that spin, though. I get it. I don't really have an issue with it, but I get it. That statue I just got, though, I would really like to cut it. I don't really like it. It's really, like, out of the way. Okay, I almost, like, I've missed that statue before, and it's actually really devastating to miss that one. Like, there are extras you can get, but it's really annoying to miss that one. At this stage in the game, like, I'm not too tight on statue count. There's a few backups. Like, I could maybe route in only 2 in 7 boss. Because I'm getting 3, but the third hit isn't that fast. But here in 7-2, like, it's a pretty quick stage. Everything's kind of in the way. Or, like, on the way, rather, not in the way. Nothing really too difficult about this stage. Change costumes there. Where are you guys going? Okay, you're just gonna jump out of existence, I guess. Aren't you the guys that just... Those dancing guys are the guys that just ran away. Whatever. My route through this room, I can't remember who said it, but they said it's really weird. I like my route through this room, thank you. I shouldn't have jumped there. I like my route through this room, thanks. I don't know how they didn't catch this in testing, that, like, you can mash with this costume to just go higher, or go further. Because you don't lose really any speed if you mash. It's so weird. And I found this casually, too. Like, a lot of people, I think, that speedran this game found this casually. But I noticed, like, hey, if you mash, you just don't, like, go forward super slowly. Whereas if you hold the button, you go forward very slowly. Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine, but I always angle the camera down. They properly test now game. Yeah, like, the norm now is to release a game and then patch it. Get your print runs done and then patch the game with a day 1 patch. and like use the testing period, like use this otherwise dead period as testing, which like I get it, but like release a finished game, please. Like this game is finished, but like release a like polished game, please. But time is money, and they don't want to pay. Okay, so this boss fight, I'm gonna go for 3, even though, well, yeah, if I was to only go for 2, it would be faster, but I don't know what statue I'd put in place. Yeah, like, that's something I love. When a game's buggy, it makes a speedrun a blast. This is not the costume I should have had equipped. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this with Soaring Sheep, I guess. No, I'm not. Okay. That's not the costume I want to do equip. I grabbed the bull when I should have grabbed the flower. Okay. You know what? That's actually fine. I don't think that actually loses any time because I would have had to wait anyway. Where's the queen gonna spawn? Queen's gonna spawn back here? No. Well, there was one back there. That doesn't actually lose time because I would have had to wait for that anyway. I just hit the bullet a little earlier than I was planning on. That actually triggers the next phase a little faster, hitting those hands. You're in the middle. Okay. So that did not go to plan, but that actually wasn't that slow. Skip the cutscene. Okay. I only got one of them. I missed one of them. How did I miss one of them? Okay, I'm gonna need to get an extra then. How did I miss one? Wait, I missed the first one? How? I got all 3 hits. I got all 3 hits though. Okay, well, there are extras. I was just hoping to not have to grab any. The easiest extras are in World 11. Thinking about it, it's probably going to be 11 too. I'm going to grab an extra. Also, my costume order's a little fucky, so I had to swap a bit more than I was hoping. Now I have a incredibly broken costume, so let's have some fun. Let's break these levels wide open, because they were not designed around using this costume all the time. Also, I guess they just didn't realize that you can mash the button with way more distance. And they gave you way too many iframes when you're spinning. A kind of silly number of iframes. I almost hit that. I almost didn't make that jump. Okay, that's why I tend to angle the camera down, because I can see where I am better. You hit that switch because you gotta get on top of it. I mean, I think there's a way to avoid, like, getting on top of it, but... But I do appreciate a game that's got, like, a bunch of speedrunning bugs, or, like, exploits. Like, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I didn't really like it. But you know what? It's super fucking buggy. And because of it, the speedrun, any percent speedrun, is like less than 20 minutes. Because you just use a bunch of bugs and like abusing weird menu stuff to... Come on, Skip. To get out of bounds really early and then just like basically walk to the end of the game, and you don't fight any trainers. Well, you don't like battle any Pokemon. You get into a few battles with trainers, but then you just, like, use a bug to just end the fight without needing to fight anything. But I do love it when a game's, like, got, like, bugginess for speedrun. Like, if a game's just buggy and, like, runs poorly and, like, sucks casually, that's one thing. But, like, when a game's got a bunch of, like, cool speed techs, that's really cool. Like, this game, casually, a little rough. A little rough around the edges. The speedrun, I think, is great. 70? Yeah, I'm one short. Which extra am I gonna get? I think I'm gonna get an extra in 11 too. It's not that slow. Get this key. What am I doing? Yeah, they gave you way too many iframes when you're spinning. Hit it? No, not quite. And the iframes also make you immune to a bunch of shit. Like, this is supposed to freeze you, but you can just spin to not get frozen. Come on. That was a little slow. Now for safety, I'm going to switch to this for this hit. Oh, I actually got it. Nice. Oh, I lost the costume. Whatever. Don't care about this costume. Come on. Cool. I got the hit. I lost the costume. I think that balances out, actually, for speed. I don't care about that costume. If I would have hit it with either of the other costumes and I would have lost it, I would have been very upset. But I'm fine. Okay, 9-1. I'm going to do a skip that I haven't practiced. But this stage is pretty cool. I don't get the Rail Runner anymore, which is the costume with a very janky animation. I don't really like it. Bye, Rail Runner. We're just gonna skip it. It's faster to skip it, but only by a few seconds, actually. It's not, like, way faster to skip it. It's just a bit faster. I'm gonna hit this for safety. Okay, the scary skip is in about 10 seconds or so. 15. Okay, I got a little stuck on that, that's fine. So you get this statue. I did not practice this for record. Oh, I failed it! Fuck. Okay. Fuck. I knew I should have practiced this thing. Okay. Well, at least I hit the checkpoint. Fuck. Do I go for it again? Do I go for it again? It's not that hard. The thing is, I used too much of my Frost Fairy there in the first part. I'm gonna not. I'm gonna go through the tunnel. It's slower to go through the tunnel. I should have just gone through the tunnel. I shouldn't have bothered with that. Damn it. At least I hit the checkpoint, but that is not a very good split. I'm still very green, but like... It's because I fell there in my comparison. I fell with Rail Runner, so... Damn it. Like, this is still, like, solid, but I wish, like... I wish I got that. You're supposed to get this this by doing like some obstacles and all this, but you can just use Frost Fairy to avoid it all. Which I kind of love. I kind of love that you can just like use these costumes and avoid everything. For safety, gonna hit this. It's just for safety. It's not really losing any time to hit that checkpoint. I didn't. Okay, whatever. I was hoping to get over that. You're not supposed to go outside here. You're not supposed to do what I'm doing. But it does save a whole lot of time. Okay, yeah, this hallway, some people get really motion sick from it. It doesn't really bother me, but I can understand if you get motion sick from that hallway. Okay, 9 boss is tricky. Still 1 short. Yeah, I'm gonna be 1 short till I do 11 too. I'm gonna get an extra there. I'm gonna get 4. There's a 4th that's not too slow. Now, this boss fight is annoying. Probably the hardest in the game. Okay, this hit here sucks. So I'm going to swap between the robot and double jumper. And miss. I got it set. Okay, I got it there. I lost the robot. I don't care. Losing the robot doesn't matter. Losing double jumper matters. Losing the robot doesn't. Okay, not too bad. You use the robot for that boss and that's it. It's a costume I would have gotten rid of anyway. Now, thankfully, the statue count here is not too tight, so, like, I can afford to miss a statue. Okay, 10-1. 10's over here. 10-1. Getting 6. And I get to do a couple of little optimizations for speed. This level is cool. I really like this. You run through the whole level, you do everything. Except the bouts. And you do it all very quickly. So here, I'm gonna jump on a chandelier and just, like, not do some stuff. I'm gonna jump on the chandelier, and then go here. And then jump up here, collect this. Grab the key. And you can switch costumes while the cutscene plays, so that's pretty nice. Or rather, you switch costumes right before the cutscene plays. Hit this just for safety. I probably don't need it, but just for safety. And don't grab the one under here. I'm going to grab it a little bit later. I'm gonna grab it right around here. This level's really cool. So grab it here. That's the one that was below. Same one. I wasn't high enough. There we go. Come on. That's not the right costume. I should have had double jumper. Double jumper is faster here. Oh, I think you can switch while that cutscene plays there, actually. Double jumper is faster because this particular segment is rather vertical. Use iframes, because iframes are OP. Okay, don't hit me. I still have the iframes, so I'm good. I'm safe, but it's a little scary that they can hit you, like, right as the cutscene ends. I love this stage. Like, this stage is super cool. You do the entire thing, no bouts, but you run through the entire stage, collect everything, and you do it all very quickly. And you collect a very, very strong costume in Inky Blaster. So here, skipping this cutscene is good, but then it doesn't matter if you have the wrong costume equipped here, because you gotta wait anyway. You have like 10 seconds or so to just wait. But the costume you want is double jumper here. And you jump up on this second one. And I'm going to use Frost Fairy for pretty well the rest of the level. Land on this for safety. I love that you don't need to trigger any of the moving platforms at the beginning. Like this moving platform, it's slow to go on it. But skipping it is fast. And it's super cool to skip it. I'm gonna hit this for safety. Don't do bowling. Don't do bowling. Don't do that. Okay, now here is where I have a few seconds to stretch. I'm gonna grab a lozenge because I got a bit of a sore throat. But here's where you can stretch and have a sip of water. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm gonna have a sip of water right now. Water's great. Hits the spot. Close, damn it. Now I gotta pay a little bit of attention here because there's a laser, and I don't want to lose any of my costumes. Fun fact is that the splatter is just assigned a fixed location. So when the level's moving, it's just moving. Where are the enemies? Why are you so far? Okay. At least Inky Blaster makes short work of them. But it's annoying that they're so far. Hit this for safety. Okay. Hopefully these enemy spawns aren't bad. They're not great. Actually, you know what? Yeah, they're not terrible. They're not great. Not terrible. You don't need to kill the enemies, just... I do. They're a little annoying and I have some downtime anyway. Fun fact is that your character's head moves because there's things in these. Your character's head tracks the drops. Now here, I can be a little patient. I don't need to rush. Because these moving platforms, if you hit them in an awkward way, it'll just, like, kill your jump. You won't be able to jump anymore. Now, I'm mashing here because if you're on the platform, it's kind of skewing your angle. Door doesn't open until it reaches the end. Okay, that was pretty clean. I could have grabbed an extra there, actually. Oh. There's actually a pretty quick extra one there. Probably faster than the one I was going to grab in 11-2. Almost certainly faster. Shit. Whatever. The one I'm going to grab in 11-2 is not that slow, but, like... I forgot that there was that extra one in 12-1. You gotta keep a few of these in mind, because, like, skip. Because if you miss a statue, like I didn't get one of them on the 7 boss, you gotta make it up somewhere. Nice jump. Okay, I didn't expect to do that, but sure. Why did I switch costumes here? I switched to the wrong costume, too. I meant to switch to this one. Hit. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna kill you guys, because you guys actually got my Inky Blaster once, and that was really annoying. Okay. So I'm gonna grab an extra after this. I gotta remember that. Okay, grab an extra. Is it faster here, or is it faster? I'm going to do it in 11-1. I'm going to do it in 11-1 because I think it's faster there. Oh, you know, it's probably faster here. Whatever. It's too late now. I'll grab it in 11-1. There's a couple of extras there that aren't very slow. But I should have grabbed the one up there. I should have grabbed the one in 12-1. But then I should have grabbed that one up there after. 10-2. Grab 2 of them here. I gotta remember that. I used to only grab 1. Grab 2. Because we cut one from earlier in the run, so we gotta collect it here. And this is an easy one to get, like... Just do this. You can probably get it with double jumper, actually, now that I think about it. I gotta test that. Now, it's probably not the best to test something during a run. Can you get up, please? Thanks. But I love this stage because you can just, like, skip it. You can just skip all of the confusing mess and just go straight to the end. Which is what I'm doing here. Hey. 10 boss. So this is slower than my comparison run because my comparison only got 1 statue. 96, okay. You know what? I'm gonna get the extra in 2-1. I'm gonna grab the extra in 2-1. Because there's a pretty convenient spot for it. Can you hit this, please? Thank you. So I grabbed a key there just in case I lose Inky Blaster. Because I can just get it back, and I do really want it. But it's nice that if you lose Inky Blaster here, you can just get it back. Where am I? What the fuck? Where am I? Okay, I got the hit. Nice. Good shit. I got a little lost, but I got the hit. Why did that not make a noise? What? Why didn't that make a noise? Weird. That's really weird. I got all three, okay. That's really weird. I don't know why that didn't make a noise. I'm not going to collect an extra here. I'm going to collect it in 2-1 because there's a very quick extra. So, like, okay, that was weird. One very nice thing about this game is the music is great. I really love the music a lot. And I'm about to fight the worst boss in the game, but his theme is maybe the best of every boss in the game, so that makes up for it. Makes up for the boss not being very good, is that his theme kicks ass. So collect an extra in 2-1. I gotta remember that. Skip. So, great theme, but really a bad boss. Bye, double jumper. Don't need you anymore. Mash the shoulder button a bit. The best boss theme, the worst boss. The worst boss because he's so slow. So that's the second hit there. It's so good to get that second hit because it saves so much time. But then I gotta deal with this, like, spinning. Because even if you hit the lava there, you don't have time to hit him. And they'll unfreeze right away. Worst boss in the game. This costume also takes forever to charge this projectile. It takes ages. Okay. Let's go skip the cutscene, please. 2-1 and collect an extra. I love that you do this stage, like, basically the end of the game. But it actually works out really nice for the costumes to do this stage so late. Because you use Jelly Jolt for 12 boss, because it's really good on him. And then you use Jelly Jolt on Lance, because it's got a massive hitbox and it's really good at hitting Lance. Let's get up here and do this a little better. Okay, let's get the extra. That's not the extra. The extra's over here. Okay. That was a pretty quick extra. I'm glad I didn't get it in 11, because 11 would have been slow. And now I'm on track again. Good stuff. Okay, let's bully this boss a bit. Just bully her. I got the costume I need, just bully her. It was a little risky to switch there, because in case I missed the hit, but I got it. And I have time to switch at the beginning of the next stage anyway. I got a little bit of downtime. Because you gotta wait for the stage to, like, materialize. Okay. The Tims are cute. (12-2, 12 boss, and then I'm on to Lance. Things are looking good. I shouldn't say that, that's bad luck. Here, it doesn't really matter how quick you skip the cutscene, because you gotta wait anyway. If you go too early, you'll just fall. But I can go now. Things are looking bleak, yeah. As soon as you say things are looking good, it's bad luck. Yeah, things are going terribly. Okay, that's okay. Why did so many enemies spawn? I mean, I love that Inky Blaster is so good at killing them, but like, why did so many of these guys spawn? Why did so many enemies spawn there? At least what's nice about getting that statue that I just got is that landing on the platform there influences their spawn position to make them all spawn right next to you, basically. Which is way better. I'm gonna hit this for safety. All good. No risk there. Nothing scary. And the last statue I'm gonna collect physically is gonna be in just a minute. Hit the switch, please. Okay. Get this statue here. That's the last statue I collect physically. The other two I just get given them. Okay, this mini-boss fight is annoying, so I gotta be careful. I also almost hit that laser. That would have been bad. So, mini-boss fight's annoying. Gotta be a little cautious. It looks like the Invisible Man's holding two guns, and I love that. Gotta be a little cautious. Missed! Okay, I hit him. Switch for the iframes. I'm gonna mash the shoulder button right now. Okay. Just in case it spawned another laser. Okay, that's the last stage. Now I just need 3 more boss fights and I'm good. Ugh. No pressure. I like how there's a statue there. It's not worth it to collect it, it's too far. It's too far out of the way. I can go now. It's too far out of the way, but I mean, I guess it could be a backup, but like, it's not a very good backup. Alright, say bye to Frost Fairy. Bye, Frost Fairy. Don't need you anymore. Yeah, Prage. Yeah. Fingers crossed everything goes smooth. I mean, this boss fight's not too hard. It's more Lance that I'm worried about. So going for 3 is super slow here. It's a backup to go for 3, but it's really slow. So don't... Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, I got you off screen. Good. So ideally I don't lose Jelly Jolt here. It's kind of sucks if I do. If I do, I'm gonna equip Invisible Man, because I need a costume that can jump. But... okay, I'm good. I'm safe. Like, Invisible Man's not a good costume, but it can jump, and that's what's important. Let's not get that one. There. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? You're going over there. Nice. Good shit. Let's go, Lance. 110. I'm good. I'd be very worried if that was not 110. It would have been very bad if that was not 110. I can't believe I missed the hit on 7 boss. It's weird. I swore I got all 3 on 7 boss. Like, I don't know why it only gave me 2 of them. Use the mouse here, confirm changes. Oh, these costumes are fine. It's faster to use the mouse there, though. The menuing's a little faster when you use the mouse. Skip the cutscene. That's Leo being a dick. Skip the cutscene. Okay, which one is it? Right. The rightmost one. Okay. Get rid of the vacuum. Bye, vacuum. I just mash because it makes him do a little dance. Bye, vacuum. Do I go for a risky strat? I think I'm gonna go for it. It saves a couple seconds. Actually, it saves like 5 seconds if I go for it. I'm gonna go for it. So the risky strat is to use Inky just to sack a costume here. So I'm gonna sack Inky Painter. Inky Blaster, not Inky Painter. But I'm gonna do it on the 3rd wave here. Hey, Silent. Okay, no pressure. Which one? It's second to right. Ayagwo! Hold down. Just hold down. I love this part, you just hold down. And then you spawn, and then you drop. It's weird that you do that. Skip the cutscene, skip the cutscene. Okay, let's see if I can get to the backwards costume. I don't know how to do it consistently. I know it has something to do with moving as you get the costume. No, that didn't work. But you can be looking away. I don't know how to consistently do it. I almost walked off the edge there. That would have been bad. Hey, could you... Oh my god. It would have been bad if I walked off the edge there. That hit was not great, but, oh well. Can I get the turn? No, I didn't. Alright, time to get crushed by Lance. Does that last a little bit? I stand off to the side a bit because it makes it easier to tell when his attack is finished. It's a shame that you can just cheese this really cool looking attack. You can just spin and ignore it. But it's such a cool looking attack. Also, the textures go off the side of the stage. Very cool. Attack's over. Okay. Okay. Time. What is that? So, we're going by time without loads. 107.39. What is Kyrrone's run? I beat Kai by 2 seconds! Yes! I got him by 2 seconds. Yes. Real happy with that. Now the thing is, I got the world record back. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it for very long. Because he's also, like, hungry for this record. But I'm happy now. That feels good.